Hello everyone. We are discussing about the function topic, right? So in the last class, I have told some difference between or comparison between a program with user-defined function and without user-defined functions. Today, I will give how to write the user-defined functions in a program. I'm going to discuss about the syntax, right? Syntax of the user-defined functions and what are the main parts or main points we have to take care while we are creating the user-defined functions, right? First, what is the syntax? Simple syntax is what? Return type. First is return type. Return type, because I will give first example. We are writing a function in the program void void main, right? This is a common function using predefined functions in writing, where every program, C program, we are writing like this. Here some statement inside the main functions, we are writing the statements like this. We are writing the statements like this, right? Like this we are writing. So here, what is the void here? Void is the return type. And if void is there, that means my function will not return anything. Function will not return any value, integer value, float value, character value. Nothing will be written. Void means nothing. So this first particular keyword, it is called return type. It is called return type. So user defined function also follows same format. First return type. First is return type. Second is what? Main function is there, na? So function name. Function name. And third is bracket start. Bracket start. Inside the bracket, arguments. Arguments. Inside the bracket, arguments we have to write. Brackets argument. Sir, why square bracket and parenthesis given? Because this argument is optional. You may write or may not write. In this case, in this main function, the return type is void and bracket is empty. Here bracket is empty. Bracket is empty means no argument. But you can put argument also, no problem. So this is the syntax for user defined functions creations. And after that, what you have to do, you have to start the curly bracket, just like main functions. Curly bracket, inside this curly bracket we have to write some statement what actually need, then we have to close. This is what, this is the method, or this is the syntax what we are going to follow when we will create the user defined function. Return type, function name. Suppose I will give an example. Return type, suppose integer, int. That means my function is going to return one integer value. And I'm giving one function name, suppose even. Okay, even. And here I'm giving the argument, suppose integer. Okay, so what is the meaning, sir? Here this int is called return type. That means even function will return a integer value, and this is integer is argument. Just for example I'm telling. Similarly, I will give one more example. Void sum. Inside the bracket nothing. What is the meaning, sir? Void is the return type. That means some function will not return anything, and inside the bracket nothing means no argument pass. Like this we can declare the functions. This is the syntax for the user defined functions, right? Let me write one small program here. Small program I will write here, and I will mention what is the several parts here. First, suppose I'm declaring a function void, okay, void sign. Okay, one function name is void sign. Here I'm giving one argument int. Okay, int. Now this particular line what I have written, this is called declaration of the function. Declaration, just declaration of variable we are doing in the earlier programs. Declaration of variable. If I'll not declare, then if I'll use the variable which is not been declared, then error will come. In the same way, to use the or to create the user defined functions, we have to declare the function first, otherwise error will come, right? So declaration must, this is called declaration, or one more beautiful word is there, prototype. It is called prototype, right? This is declaration part. Right now declaration done before main functions. See, main function started here, just before main function declarations I have done, no problem. CLR SCR functions, okay, CLR SCR functions. These are the predefined functions. Word main, CLR SCR, printf, scanf, all are predefined functions, right? But right now sign is a user defined function. I am creating sign function, is nowhere in the C language. Nobody has designed, nobody has created. Now I am creating the sign functions, right? What kind of task my sign function will be do? I'll tell you what kind of task my sign function will do. Suppose I will enter a integer value, my sign function will be do with, I'll display the result whether that integer value is a positive integer or negative integer or it is a zero, right? Like this a program, and I'm going to create with using the user defined functions, right? Now CLR STR, I'm declaring one variable integer, declaration of variable integer n, and here I'm writing printf enter n value, enter n value. I'm writing here, enter n value, and when this message will be displayed, the user will be enter the value from the keyboard, and to read the value from this keyboard, scanf function is required. Scanf percentile d comma, scanf is the input or read functions, comma ampersand n. Now n value will be read. Okay. Then after reading, I will call to the sign functions. SIGN, sign functions. Sign function, and argument, one argument is there. So I give the argument, just declare n, sign n, right? Sign n. Then get ch and program end. Main function end, right? Main function. Sir, here void sign integer written, and here also sign n function written. What is that, this line and that line? That is declaration, just I told. What is this line? This line is called calling of function. Calling of function. This line is called calling of functions. Now see, while called, I have given n inside the bracket. N is a integer value. What I am going to read in these two lines, right? N is the integer value. Sir, why you given the value? Because observe the declaration part. Declaration I have done with a single argument, integer type value. So we have to call with the single arguments. That's why inside the bracket n is there. In place of n, any variable name you can take. Any variable name you can take. But right now declaration part is over, calling part is over. One more important part. What my function will be do, that logic I have to write. What my function will do, that logic I will write. Whether my function will find the sum of two numbers, whether my function will find the even or odd numbers, whether my user defined function will find the factorial of a numbers, whether my user defined function will find the is the number is prime or not, whether my user defined function will find the sign of a particular numbers. Like this different tasks we can perform by using different user defined functions. But right now in the current program, I have declared the sign, that means it is going to tell the particular number is positive or negative or zero. So for that I have to write the logic here. Okay na? So what is my function name, sir? User defined function name void, return type is void sign, and one argument is there na? Integer, suppose argument is x, integer type. Now bracket start. Definition I will like, if x less than 0, if x less than 0, then puts less than 0 means puts what? Negative number, right? Okay, suppose x less than 0, negative number. Suppose x greater than 0, then else if x greater than 0, x greater than 0, bracket give greater than 0, then puts what? Greater than 0 means it is a positive number. Okay, positive number. So one more case. What is the one more case? Suppose I enter 0 directly, n value is 0 or x value is 0. Then what will be happen? Else, else puts what? Puts, so bracket start, puts, it is a 0. It is a 0, right? Now, after that, my bracket close function. Sine function bracket started here. Sine function bracket close here. Main function bracket started here. Main function bracket close here. This is a simple program. Alt F9. Any errors, sir? No error. Control F9. What is asking? Enter n value, sir. 10. See, positive number. Control F9 minus 10. See, negative number. Control F9 0. See, it is a 0. Control F9 909 is a positive number. Control F9 minus 2000. It is a negative number, right? Like this. Control F9 0. It is a 0, right? So like this, my program is given. Right? This is calling part. And this much part is called definition part. What the output my program is showing in the black screen, positive number, negative number, 0, based on my input, that logic I have written here in the definition part. So when I'm calling the function, sine function I called, then immediately it will come to sine function here. And n value, what is the n value I have given? 10, then minus 10, and then 2000. That n value will be passed to x here. The n value will be passed to x here. So 10, now x become 10. Now 10 is less than 0. 10 is less than 0 means it is false. So 10 is greater than 0. It is true. True means statement executed, positive number. Suppose I enter n value minus 5. So here I call sign of minus 5. So sign means it will come to here. Where is the sign definition? Here sign definition. And argument is what? Minus 5. Minus 5 will pass to x. X is the variable. Then condition will be checked. X less than 0. I mean minus 5 less than 0. True or false? True means it is a negative number. Similarly, suppose n value is 0. I entered here. N value is scanf 0. Then sign function will be called here. And argument n equal to 0. So x becomes 0. Now condition check, 0 less than 0. False. 0 greater than 0. False. If everything is false, else part will be executed. What is the else part? Puts 0. 0 will be printed. Like this, the program will be executed. Right? Now, one more important point I will tell here. Here, sir, sign n. Variable name is n. And here x. What is the difference that these two? This is also variable. This is also variable. This is called argument. This is also argument. What type of argument it is? This n is called actual argument. Actual argument or parameters. 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 Actual argument or parameters. Sir, why actual argument or parameters? Because 10, the value 10 minus 5, 2000. Actually, we are giving here to n. Okay, because enter n value, scanf ampersand n. Here in the black screen, what value we are giving, 10, either minus 5 or minus 100 or 2000, that value is goes to n only. Actually, value is assigned to n. That's why it is called actual parameter. But later, while we are calling, this n value is passed to x. Is passed to x. What is the n value? That is passed to x. So x is called here. X is called here is what? Formal parameters. Formal parameters. Okay. To whom we are actually giving the value, that is actual parameters. And while the argument is passed to the definition section, that is called formal parameters. Formal parameters, right? Okay. Now, one few things I will tell here. Right now in this program executed successfully. I'm getting the correct output. Right now this is called declaration, sorry, declaration part. Right, declaration part. This is called calling. How many times I called, sir? Only one time, but I can call n number of times. If I call n number of times, this definition part n number of time it will be execute. But how many times I have written? Only one time I have written. Based on the number of calling of the function, it is going to be executed again and again and again and again. Right, like this it is going to be happen. Right now declaration, where observe the position of the declaration before main function. Sir, can I declare inside the main function? Inside the main function, this is main function start, this is main function end, and right now declaration is outside of the main function, that up to before main functions. Can I write inside the main functions, or can I write after the main functions? Right, these are the 2 points we are discussing. Okay, observe carefully. I'm commenting here the line, and here I'm doing the copy paste. Okay, control insert, I'm writing inside the main function, shift insert. Now see, this void sign here commented, that means not here. Now it is where it is inside the main function. You will write inside the main functions. Any problems are all defined, no error. Happily we can write the declaration part before main, outside of the main function, and inside of the main function. And one more point, can I write here? It is no problem, I just shown you. Can I write here just after the function definition? This is also here main function end. Right, here main function end, main function end. Can I write here? Suppose I will write here shift insert, void assign. Now see, alt F9. Any error? One error. What is the error? Sign should have a prototype. Sign should have a prototype. That means it is asking for declaration. But sir, I have done declaration here, right? Declaration here, but still it is asking error. Still it is asking declaration. See, what is the error, sir? Sign function should have a prototype. Here prototype is declaration. Prototype or declaration? Declaration is required about this sign. But already I declared here, but it is not accepting. It is not accepting. Sir, here it is accepted, here also accepted, but here it is not accepting. Then what is the conclusion from this discussion? Conclusion is declaration has to be done before main function. Okay, before main function or inside main functions. Right, outside main function, that up to before main function, or inside of the main function. After main function, here after main function I declaration done. After main function, if I do, immediately error will come. Here it is not possible. So this is the few points about the declarations. So declarations we can do inside the main function, outside the main function, but in outside the main function it should be before main function, not after main functions. Right, now coming to the calling part. Calling part, right? Calling part, here where is the calling? Right now calling is inside the main function. Main function start here, here the curly bracket, and end here, and main sign function is inside the main function. Sir, if I call inside the main function, no problem, alt F9, error, not no error there. Now can I call outside of the main functions? Just see, can I call outside of the main function? I'll copy here, and this is the outside of the main functions. Right, okay, can shift here. Now I'm commenting this line. Calling is not there inside the main function. I called outside of, because main function end here. Curly bracket end here in the main function. Now I called after the main function. Now see, alt F9. Immediately error. So what is the conclusion here? Calling will be done only inside the main function. So we cannot call the user defined function outside of the main function, whether after or before, only always inside of the main functions. Right, this is some important points I'm telling you. Okay, I'll delete this one because it is giving error. Now one more point, definition part. Right now where, sir? Definition part, this is the definition part. Sir, definition part right now outside of the main function, this is the main function, and after that definition part I have written. Sir, outside of the main functions. and after main function. Sir, can I write inside the main function? Can I write the definition part inside the main function? Inside the main function means this is void main start and void main should end here. Okay, na? Then what I will do? I will remove this bracket here. Now everything inside the main function. Now main function bracket close here. Right? Now if I'll do like this, is it possible? No, 100% not possible. Again error will come. Why error will come? Because we cannot declare, we cannot write the definition of a user defined function inside the main function. It should be always outside. It should be always outside. So remove this bracket and do as it is. Now it is done like this. Right? Now see error gun, alt F9, error gun, immediately error gun. Right? So definition part should be present outside of the main function. Right now it is outside of the main function. Now it is before main function or after main function? After main function, sir. After main function. Sir, can I write before main function? Before main function means also outside or not? Yes, outside. Can I write before main functions? Let us see. 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute. Undo. Edit. Alt backspace. Okay. Alt backspace. Okay. I'll see. See. Can I write before main function? So what I will do, I will take this function, user defined definition part, control insert. I copied and I will write here. This is main function, right? This is the main function, right? I will write before main function. So enter. 1 minute. Enter. Go here. Shift insert. I insert here. Okay. Definition part right now. See, this is the main function, right? Before main function, definition is there. Definition is there, and I will go to below. I will delete this one. Not required. Already at the top it is available. Delete. Is it possible? Is it possible? 100% it is possible. Alt F9. See, no error. So definition part should be outside of the main function. It should not be inside of the main function. You can declare before or after, no problem. And one more important point I will tell. If it is before main function, then declaration line is purely optional. It will become optional. Suppose right now declaration line is there. I will comment it. I'll comment. Right now it is not there. If it is declaration is not there, in the earlier case it was showing error. Prototype is required. Prototype is required. But right now see alt F9, no error, no prototype is required, because if you are writing the definition before main function, then declaration is not required. You may declare, but it is not required. But if you are writing the definitions after main functions, then definitely declaration is required. I hope this concept of definition part, declaration part, and calling part is understandable to you, and I will write some programs on this user defined function like factorial, prime number, even number, like this. Some programs I will write, but not today. Today I will stop here. In the next video, I will discuss about this programming. Till then, you take care and bye.